Bylab, and this is Vamsi here, Bylab, and in today's video we will be starting a new chapter, guys. Yes, about I've already told you that we will be starting chemical control and integration in this video, and also we'll be talking about introduction today. Yes, before going into the video, I have an announcement for you. All the PDFs that I have told you, the PYQ PDFs are completed, and sorry for not giving an update. Yes, I'll be updating you soon. Yeah, I'll be pasting the link also in that short after this video. Soon after this video, I'll be making the short. Then I'll be pasting you the link also in the comment section. Please see the comment section, the pinned comment. In the pinned comment, you will be getting the link. It is a Google Drive link. Direct folder is shared to you, and in that you can access your biology PYQs. So from 1998 to 2021. So they are from NEET Prep, and they'll give you some contact number. Please do not contact it. It is not my number. So just I am providing you those. Yes, without any further ado, let's get into the video, that is chemical control and coordination. Today we will be discussing. Now, is there a link between chemical control and neural control? Yes. Yeah, let me put the heading: chemical control and integration. Put the heading chemical control and integration. Make notes. If you haven't done it till now, we have the notes. I'll be also trying to put the notes of the neural control. The only problem is I have not completed the mechanism of hearing in the notes. So that you have to read from NCERT. Remaining all I have done. I'll be preparing the PDF also for that, and also I'll be sharing you the notes. In the previous chapters we have notes already. I have put in my WhatsApp catalog, and also I have given to you during various lectures, and we have also them on our website. Yes, I'm not updating the website. Yes, soon I'll be doing that also. I do not have even time for making the videos. So I need 2023, still 8 months, 6 months are there, I have to complete. So that is why without any further without talking about it, please let's continue about chemical control and integration. Now, in the previous chapter we have seen that how nerves integrate and coordinate to each other in order to provide our body the specific requirement which it needs. We have seen that brain and spinal cord coordinate. Brain and spinal cord. We have seen the coordination of brain and spinal cord with our body organs. Or parts. Using nerves. But in today's lecture, we will be talking about the endocrine system, which uses chemicals in order to control our body. Okay, it is not possible that to each and every nook and corner of our body nerves can be supplied, and these nerve impulses are too short. They're short-lived. They just come, go. So we have seen how fast they travel. So to every body part, it is not necessary that it only requires a short time period of coordination. It can require a long period. If you take cell regulations, for example, we require hormones in order to control them. If you talk about cell secretions, we require hormones. For digestion, we require hormones. Those hormones are nothing but they're chemicals which help in coordination of our body. So in order to digest some food, we require enzymes. Those are enzymes which help in digestion. But hormones are not enzymes. They are not one and the same. Enzymes are two chemical substances, but hormones are something that initiate a program. So let me give you some example. Yeah, the growth hormone, stimulated by pituitary gland, it is also a chemical messenger. It is a chemical messenger. Yes, that is hormone. It initiates growth in our body. So those hormones are something that which are secreted in response to the body mechanism. In order to grow, we require growth hormone. Without growth hormone, we cannot grow. We cannot increase our length. We cannot increase our body mass. So if it is also an over secretion part, if it is secreting too much plenty of growth hormone, that might become a problem again. We'll be talking about it. Hyper secretion of growth hormone in children leads to gigantism. In adults leads to acromegaly. If it is lower secreted, if it is not secreted properly, even the growth hormone, then it leads to dwarfism. We see people short, but their head is okay. Their head is like the matured people, but their body does not grow. So that is called as dwarfism. Okay, like this there are many problems related to this chemical control and integration. But nervous system, there are little problems, but if one part of nervous system is affected, whole thing is disturbed. If one neuron in the track of conduction is affected, it is not functioning properly, the whole track is disturbed. But for chemical control and integration, when you come here, if one part is disturbed, our whole life cycle is disturbed here. Okay, here the track is disturbed, whole track is disturbed. If the neuron is not working properly, let us say, for suppose you are putting hand on a hot pan, you are putting hand. So your nervous system is sending continuous impulses to withdraw your hand. You are getting pain, you are feeling the pain, but nervous system and the brain is not sending efferent actions. So then what happens? Your hand burns, you will be feeling the pain. Your hand burns. Here what is the fault? There can be a fault in the transmission due to one neuron defect. But if you see, if the growth hormone is not secreted properly, our whole lifetime, either we should be too tall or too short, our whole lifetime. This is for a part of time. After a part of time, okay, you will have burn, but yeah, it will be okay, only hand, due to one neuron in our body. So we can think that each and every part, each and every small part, each and every milli part of our body is very important. So coming to this, putting this all aside, coming to chemical integration and coordination, this chemical coordination is done by endocrine system and exocrine system. Endocrine and exocrine. Exocrine we do not have much, we should not talk about it in this chapter, since the hormones are released into the ducts, through the ducts. So we will be not talking about these exocrine glands, we will be talking about endocrine. These endocrine glands are also called as ductless glands. Means they secrete their secretions directly into blood. They secrete their secretions directly into blood. So they are also called as ductless glands. Endo, you remember blood. Endo, inside blood. Exo, outside, not directly, but through some channel. To the part. We have various types of endocrine organs in our body. We have different types of endocrine hormones in our body. We'll be all talking in the further lectures, but as it is an introductory video, let me give you some introduction about the hormones. Let us talk about the mechanical the definition of hormones given in our NCERT. Okay, let us look at that. Yeah, this is not of much important, but if you want to note the definition of hormones, please note it. I will be telling you the definition of hormones mentioned in our NCERT. Write when you when you write the endocrine system, write put an hyphen and write ductless directly secretions directly into blood. Okay, secretes directly hormones into blood. Please make a note of it, otherwise you will be forgetting. There might be a chance of forgetting it. Please do make a note of it. Okay. Now, these endocrine secretions are also called as hormones. Hormones. What are these hormones? In order to maintain cellular processes, we require chemical control and coordination. I have told you. For neural control and coordination, what are the messengers? Neurons. So similarly, for chemical control and coordination, hormones are messengers. In our NCERT, according to our NCERT, they are non-nutrient chemical messengers. What are hormones? Non-nutrient chemical messengers of our body. Non-nutrient chemical messengers of our body. Now, what are the what are the messengers of neural system? Yeah, nerve impulses. Neural system always acts as on action potential, resting potential, nerve impulse, etc. Okay. They are the non-nutrient chemicals which act as intercellular messengers and are produced in trace amounts. They are not produced in large amounts. As per our requirement, they are produced. If this is our requirement, if hormones are produced this much, it is leading to over secretion, and that leads to a problem. Here is a problem. If our normal condition is this one, we require this one. If they are secreted this much, it also leads to problem. So hormones should be always secreted in light amounts as per our requirement, and that requirement is so trace. So that is why they are secreted in trace amounts. Hormones are secreted in trace amounts. These trace amounts is only the requirement by the body. Less than these trace amounts, there leads to a problem. More than these trace amounts, there leads to a problem. This should not happen. This should happen correctly. Okay, they are produced in trace amounts. They are not too largely produced, too lightly produced. Okay. Now, and in invertebrates, they possess a simple endocrine system like the simple neural system. Invertebrates are the lower organisms, so that is why development is not much. So you can automatically understand it is not well developed. Into well developed I put. Please watch this into not well developed. Okay, I am writing not also. Now coming to vertebrates. Well developed neural system, well developed endocrine system. Well developed neural system, well developed endocrine system. In this vertebrates, mostly we will be talking in this chapter about human endocrine system, which we will be starting from the next lecture. Human endocrine system, very important. I will be starting from the next lecture. So see, in invertebrates it is not well developed. In vertebrates it is well developed. In vertebrates also, in this chapter mainly we will be talking about human endocrine system, which I will be starting in the next chapter. A very large amount of vertebrates, these the chemical control and coordination is much well developed. Much well developed as compared to the invertebrates. So hypersecretion of hormones is a problem. Undersecretion of hormones is a problem. So that is why chemicals are itself a problem. Okay, if you take acids, you have to put you have to be very careful with acids. If you just put a drop more, in some chemical reaction, the reactions might change. If you put a drop less, reactions might change. Yeah, there cannot be a noticeable change, but when coming to this chemical control hormones, there can be noticeable changes. There will be noticeable changes in our body, which we'll be talking in the further lectures on the disorders of the chemical control and coordination or hormones, disorders of particular endocrine system. So now let me give you some examples of endocrine systems in our body. Now think. Yeah, pancreas, the best example. Pancreas. It is, this pancreas, it is a mixed gland. It is having both the function. It helps in exocrine function as well as endocrine. Exocrine is nothing but it is a digestive in function. This exocrine function, it releases enzymes, trypsin, lipase, pancreatic amylase, which help in digestion. We'll be talking about it in the digestion chapter, and in this chapter we'll be talking more about its endocrine function. So the second example of endocrine system in our body, you can take pituitary, master gland of our body, pituitary gland. It is present in the brain. Okay, hypothalamus, thalamus. You can take much examples. We'll be exploring them one by one. If I tell you everything now, you'll be, no, I'll not prepare this chapter. Okay, so like that we'll be exploring. One day we'll be doing about pituitary, one day we'll be doing about hypothalamus, one day we'll be doing about thalamus, one day about pancreas, one day about heart. All things will be covering in separate lectures, separate videos, not mixed video. I'll be not making in this chapter because it is a little bit confusion. It leads to confusion among us. It is a little bit confusing. If we have time, if I complete in 10 minutes, we'll be trying to solve some of the MCQs, previous year questions, since this chapter is not present in the PDFs which I have provided to you. I have the 31-year Arihant book, 31-year previous NEET questions. We'll be trying to solve from that one. Okay, so that's it guys for this video. If you like the video, please hit that like button and also subscribe to our channel Biolab. And this is Vamsi signing off from Biolab. Have you a great day further. Thank you guys.